Should we do longer movements now? Yeah, that sounds good. All right, I'll make a couple examples for you. The exercise is the same. We're going to shoot each target with 2 rounds on the uprange side of this stick. We'll go downrange to the second stick and shoot them each twice more. Make a couple examples for you. So you can see there a pretty good example of doing everything wrong, just like we talked about. We saw extraneous movement there when I took off, and then I kind of almost skidded into a stop. Everything was stopped before I started shooting, right? So like that would be, I would say everything was a little bit wrong there. Let's try to do a better one. You can see much smoother there, and I was much earlier to start shooting, right? Okay, so that is what we want. Now, we've already kind of worked on the explosive acceleration. If I have my feet spread apart, knees bent, I can take off without rearranging my feet. That's going to be probably the most efficient way to do it. If I can start that forward leaning while I'm shooting, if you're comfortable with that from that far back, that again is going to give you a little advantage. I think most people are going to have a hard time stopping or getting themselves stopped. So we'll see a lot of people run, and then they kind of spread their feet out and put the gun up at the same time. And then they have to wait for everything to stabilize, and then they can start shooting. Obviously, like that's not going to be as efficient. What I'd like to see is this, where I run into position, mount the gun, take short, choppy steps to slow myself down, and at some point in there, I'll be comfortable to start shooting. The cue that works for me is I visualize sitting back on my butt, like just sitting back. And it's like, I'm not going to let myself fall over backwards. Instead, I just take more steps and slow myself down smoothly. Make sense? So I like try to envision that. That works pretty well for a lot of people. The other thing that's key is when you're moving, of course, you don't really have anything to do. You're just running, right? I like to just stare a hole onto the stick or some reference point that I'm moving to. It's like, just look at that. And it's like, that is your only job during that moment, is just attack that spot. Okay? All right, other than that, very similar exercise to what we were just doing. Any questions? All right, let's do it.